fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
2nd down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. First carry now for David Montgomery. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original. Line of scrimmage, 3rd and 10.
At the 34-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way. Down to the 16-yard line.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 13.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Credit that sack to Robert Quinn.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's going to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, Look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And this is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man is Connect, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Vikings' 33-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Complete to
11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
And the Bears first down.
Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Vikings 3, Bears nothing.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw again. The quick slant caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And it's up and good.
That's the score. Vikings 10. Bears nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. He's not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Trying the power game with Ham. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. C.J. Ham, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Anthony Ball picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 3rd down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself, because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they sequence things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Can't get away, and he he's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see it when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this will be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is taken at the 23. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bears take over.
35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they can get back in it in a hurry.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. The catch made by Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Back to throw now on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Anthony Barr getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there. And that takes us from
defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First down, here's the run with Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second
and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
Into the hands of Thielen, complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up second.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's their quarterback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
For Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And the intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels. And now it's 2nd down. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
And 10 yards.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 14.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got it with the 15. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 52 yards from down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Jalen Samuels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Good go.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Jeff Gladney. You just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what a...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Robert Quinn. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throw to the middle, taken in. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They're going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Jefferson.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Lets it fly for Thielen. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And now here's another interception. Picked up by linebacker Eric Harris. And they'll take this into the end zone. Now here we do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Coverage.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. Now back to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point try by Bailey. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Vikings 45, Bears nothing. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Able to get away. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll look to throw here. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line.
To number 6.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Taken right around the 44. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time. And that's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
By the Bears.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Their own 16-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points. Continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.